Hello and welcome to the classroom. My name is Miss Kathy and this is Sue. And today's letter of the day is the letter T for T-Rex. We're going to make a paper T-Rex. You don't even need any glue or tape, just paper and scissors and a crayon. And we're also going to read a book called Have You Seen My Dinosaur? We're going to do a fun science experiment. We're actually going to start our science experiment soon. So let's get started right away. Sue's going to sit down after she sends a few kisses your way. We're so glad you're here. And then we're going to check on Fred. That's our class job. So every time you come, we have to feed our fish. Okay. Well, let's turn around now and see what day it is. The month is November, but today is the last day of November. Tomorrow we'll start a brand new month, December. Let's see how we're going to count today. It says like a ticking timer. So let's make our whole body like a ticking timer, back and forth. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Today is November 30th. Can you say today's date? It's November 30th. If you want to know what day of the week it is, then you have to go up, up, up to the top. And you can see that today's day of the week starts with T and H. These two letters together make the sound th, th, th. So what day could it be? Th, th, Thursday. Thursday. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, it is time to look outside the window and see what your weather looks like. Sunny, cloudy, windy, rainy, snowy. When I do like this, just shout out whatever your weather is. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. Okay, Weather Bear, we're going to put on some long pants for you. And here's your long sleeve shirt. And what's the season? It's still fall or autumn. Well, that was our calendar and weather time, and now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is the letter T. Do you have a T in your name? If your name has letter T, stand up. If your name has letter T, stand up. If your name has letter T, if your name has letter T, if your name has letter T, stand up. Well, T is for T-Rex, and I can see some T-Rex on Fred's shelf. And if you look at this T-Rex's foot, you can see that the footprint shape looks like that. And that's how we're going to decorate our letter T today. Just put some footprints on there. You can see that looks like his footprint. Let me show you how to make a footprint. So all you have to do is just make the letter U. And then at the top of the U, make a W. Down and up and down and up. And there you have it. And you can color it in. And that's an idea for decorating your letter T today. Well, now that we can recognize letter T, it's time for us to practice writing letter T. Let me show you how. First, you're going to make a line that goes down, just like number 1. And then you're going to make a line that goes across the top. So down and across. Can you try to make a big letter T? Let's practice. So first, we're going to go down, and then we're going to go across at the top. Down and across, down and across, down, across, down, across, down, and across. That's how you make the big letter T. Now, let me show you how to make the small letter T. It's almost the same. You're going to go down and across again, but this time you're going to go across in the middle. Okay, let's practice our little letter T. Make a line that goes down and across in the middle. Down and across, down, across, down and across. Okay, so now we know how to recognize letter T, and we also know how to write letter T. Let me give you a sticker for your handwriting paper. Good job. Well, next we're going to talk about the sound that T makes. Letter T sounds like this. T, t, t. Can you try to make that sound? T, t, t. It sounds like a ticking clock. T, 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 t. Take your finger and move it back and forth like a ticking clock. T, 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 t. Well, we're going to play a little game today. So I have some letter cards. I'm going to tell you the sound that the card makes, the sound that the letter makes, and I want you to tell me the name of the letter that makes that sound. Behind me, we're going to see a ticking timer. Try to see if you can get as many cards as you can before the timer ticks down to 0. Are you ready to play? All right, let's try to see how many cards we get. Get ready, get set, go. What letter says p, 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 like popcorn? P, 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 p. P. What letter says d, 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 like knocking on the door? D. What letter says H? What letter says L, L, L? L. What letter says A, A, A? Letter A. What letter says T, 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 T? Letter T. What letter says It's letter M. What letter says F, 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 F? Letter F. What letter says B, 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 B? It's letter B. What letter says E, E, E? E. Oh, let's see how many cards you got. Good job. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's a great game for you to play today if you'd like to practice those sounds. Okay, well, it is time for us to take that letter T sound and do some blending. If you're not ready for blending, you just keep practicing the sound that T makes. T, t, t. This will only take us just a couple of minutes. Let's see who can help me sing the vowel song. A, E, I, O, U, A, E, These are the vowels. All right, so let's blend these two letter sounds together. T says t, 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 and A says a, 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 t, a, ta, ta, ta. What if we want to read a real word? Let's put a letter P at the end. Let's try to put all these letter sounds together. You said this is ta, and I know P says p, 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 like popcorn popping. Tap, 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 tap. You just read a word. Let's do it again. Let's blend T and E together. T, e, t, e, te, te. Good job. Now T-I. T, I, T. Let's put that same letter P at the end and let's read this word. Tip, 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 tip. Let's do the next one. T and O. T, ah, ta, ta. Let's put the same letter P at the end and let's try to read this word. Top, 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 top. Last blend, T and U. T, ta, ta, like the bathtub. Well, you did a great job today blending and reading. That was our letter time. And now it's time for math. For math today, we're going to be graphing dinosaurs. We're going to be using a bar graph. This is called a bar graph. See the bars that run up and down? Okay, so first we're going to be looking for the dinosaur with wings. Looks like this. Can you find all the dinosaurs that have wings? I see one. There's one. And there's one. Oh, there's one. And there's another one. And here's one. Let's count how many dinosaurs with wings we found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to color one space for each of those flying dinosaurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to see how many dinosaurs we can find that have 3 horns. Can you look for the 3-horned dinosaur? Here's one. Here's another one. Oh, you found one. Any more? Right here? Okay, let's count and see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's color one space for each 3-horned dinosaur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so next we're going to be looking for a long neck dinosaur. Let's see how many long necks we can find. I see one. There's one. 1. Oh, I see another one. 2. 1, 2. So color one space for each long neck dinosaur. 1, 2. So last we're going to be looking for T-Rex dinosaurs. Do you see any T-Rex dinosaurs? 1, 2, 3. Let's color 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We filled in the bar graph. We've organized the information, so now we can use this bar graph for answering questions. Everything is easy to see now that it's all in order. So can you tell me, How many, or let's say this, which dinosaur had the most? Which had the most? This one, the one with wings, the red. That one had 5. Which had the least? A long-necked dinosaur, green. That one only had 2. How many T-Rex dinosaurs were there? 1, 2, 3. And how many 3-horned dinosaurs were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. You did a really great job today. We used a bar graph in math. Well, now it's time for science, and we're going to do something fun. We're going to see what is in this ice. There's something in there. So I'm going to dump this out into this bowl and take a look. This is very hard and solid. You can see that right here. But we're going to let this sit for just a little bit. And we're going to come back and we're going to look at it. We're going to see what that block of ice looks like then and see if we can help our animal friend escape. So we'll do that. We'll continue to do that and look once more in just a little bit. So right now, let's head over to the art table and we'll do a fun art project. For art today, we're making a paper dinosaur. The first thing I'm going to do is color my dinosaur. You can color your dinosaur any color you'd like. I'm coloring mine green. Once you get your dinosaur colored, you're going to cut all around the dinosaur. You'll see some dotted lines, but don't cut those lines. Those lines are for folding. Let's just cut our solid lines all the way around the dinosaur. Okay, so there is one more line we need to cut right here by the head. Do you see that dark black line? We're going to cut that. Now we're done with our scissors. We're just going to fold everywhere we see a dotted line, like right here, down the dinosaur's back. And I see a dotted line right here on his tail, so I'll fold it right there. And then right here in the middle of his face. And that is it. We made a paper dinosaur and look, it can stand up. So that was our art project for today. And now let's take a look at what's happening with our ice and our science experiment. Whoa, take a look. Where did the ice go? It's gone, and look what's left. Water. That's because water has 3 forms. Water can be a solid, like this block of ice, really hard and solid. Water can also be liquid. When the solid water heats up, it melts and turns into this liquid form. The third form that water can be is gas. You've probably seen someone like mom or dad cooking something on the stove. Have you seen steam rising up from a boiling pot? That steam is water in its gas form. So there you have it. That was our science activity for today. That was a fun science activity. Maybe you'd like to do it too. If you have a tiny toy dinosaur, that would be even better. I didn't, so I used an elephant or another small animal, put it in a paper cup, and put a little bit of water in there and let that sit in the freezer until it's frozen. And then you can take it out and see how long it takes before that solid water turns into liquid water. Well, it's time for our story time. And today's book is called Have You Seen My Dinosaur? Have You Seen My Dinosaur? By John Sergal. Have you seen my dinosaur? He's large, he's green, he likes to roar. He sometimes likes a little drink. So have you seen him in the sink? Or could he be outside the door? Please, have you seen my dinosaur? I have not seen your dinosaur. There's no such creature anymore. I have not seen him in the sink. He would not fit in there, I think. I know he's not outside the door. I have not seen your dinosaur. I've got to find my dinosaur. He's never once been lost before. He's hard to miss. He's very large. He's larger than a river barge. He likes to take a nap at 4. Please help me find my dinosaur. I cannot find your dinosaur. There's no such thing, not anymore. A dinosaur cannot be found from deepest deep to highest ground, from shore to ship or ship to shore. You will not find your dinosaur. I lost my dinosaur today. Do you suppose he ran away? Could he be hanging from a kite or hiding somewhere in plain sight? He likes to watch me comb my hair. This morning, though, he wasn't there. I thought that he was in the shower. Oh, he can shower for an hour. He might be in some big desk drawer. Please, have you seen my dinosaur? You say you've lost a dinosaur? A strange thing to be looking for. A thing as tall and wide as that you won't find underneath a hat. If I were you, I'd get a cat. Or a dog. Or a bird. Or a small white rat. Have you seen my dinosaur? It's tea time. It's his turn to pour. Now let me see, what have we got? A lynx, some minks, an ocelot, plus 2 new, a kinkajou, camels with 1 hump or 2, a big black bear from Baden-Baden, a Scottish beastie from Culloden, a shaggy yak from far Bhutan, an upside-down orangutan, a fat wild boar from East Timor. But no, we have no dinosaur. There aren't any anymore. We do not have your dinosaur. I need to see Professor Pew. I'm Pew. What can I do for you? I'm looking for a dinosaur. What kind is it you're looking for? His tail is longer than a mile. His neck is longer still. His smile gets wider every time I see him. You need to try the big museum. Is this the place where people say a dinosaur is on display? Sure is. Now, let me think. It's tough because we've got a lot of stuff. Look, statues made by ancient Greeks. To name them all would take me weeks. But not a single statue here is of a dinosaur, I fear. These paintings are all very rare. No photos, please. Stay back. Take care. No dinosaurs in here, I'm told, although our paintings are quite old. Of course, they're dusted now and then by trusted, well-trained handymen. Here's what you're looking for. Here's where we keep our dinosaur. It lived a long, long time ago, thousands of years or so. Thousands of years ago? No, 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 that can't be so. This isn't what I came to see. My dinosaur is 5, like me. A year ago, we both were 4. Wherever is my dinosaur? I've got to find my dinosaur before he misses one meal more. But where a dinosaur might go is something no one seems to know. My mother did not have a clue. The fisherman did not come through. It stumped the whole police force, too. I got no further at the zoo or when I saw Professor Pugh. The big museum had nothing new. So what, oh, what am I to do? I think who I should ask is you. Have you seen my dinosaur? You have? He's where? Say that once more. Under the boat? Thank you. A dinosaur is a kid's best friend, but hide and seek is hard. The end. That was a fun story, and I hope you had some fun today with letter T is for T-Rex. Tomorrow, U is for unicorn. So join me right here in the classroom for more learning fun. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.